All right, we just got a new lead. It's on a 2023 Audi A5 Sport. Let's give him a call.
Hello?
Hi, is this?
Yeah.
This is Austin from Quality Tinting and Signs. We got your
Hey.
information on your Audi.
Yeah, how you doing?
Excellent. Is that something that you'd like to get on the schedule to get done?
Sure.
Awesome. What time do you have available tomorrow?
Let me check my schedule.
Or if for whatever reason you were available today, we could also get you in today.
Any chance you have anything on Friday?
Yeah, we could make it work on Friday. If you want to drop it off in the morning, you could take my Corvette for the day and run around in that.
All right, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I do work here in Slow, so that would be good because I live up in North County.
That's awesome. So would you like us to put you down for 9 o'clock?
Sure, let's do that.
Excellent. Awesome. Hey, and will you do me one favor when you come in Friday morning?
Sure.
Would you come hungry so I could buy you breakfast?
Sure, that'd be great. I appreciate that.
Awesome. We'll get you something from Coastal Peaks right across the street.
Awesome. Now, can you tell me really quickly, like, I'm gonna do all the windows. I just need to know kind of like, I need to like set levels of like how dark it's gonna be and what type of all that based on price. So do we
Yes,
just
sir.
talk about all that on Friday morning or do we set up anything?
Yes, sir. We'll go over all the different film options and shade options when you come in. We've got a ton of different options to choose from, so we're definitely going to have something within your budget. And then as far as shades go, we've got samples and displays so that you can pick the shades that are going to suit your needs best. Does that work?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Great. We look forward to seeing you Friday at 9.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks so
Excellent.
much.
Thank you, sir. So the key takeaway there is I didn't give him a price because he didn't ask for a price. At the very beginning, he said he was calling to see if he could get on the schedule. So I said, great, let's get you on the schedule. It sounded as if he was interested in getting a price towards the end. And I said, we have something for every budget, which we do. We have a half a dozen different films to choose from. So again, I told him we're definitely going to have something within his budget. He didn't require that I give him a price, so I didn't. As you know, I offered him to take my Corvette and to buy him breakfast, and I think that really helps solidify the appointment. So we'll be looking forward to seeing him Friday at 9.
All right, so that piece of content came across my feed the other day and I left this comment on it, but I knew that the message needed to be spreaded to a lot more business owners and more marketers to do this inside of your guys' business, because that guy did an amazing job on the phone. He did everything that he needed to do, but there's more things that you can do in leading up to that appointment. So it could be 2 to 4 days out. And that's where I'm going to talk about this one specific thing that's going to increase AOV throughout your entire business for whatever product or service that you sell. But for this reference, I'm going to use that video that you just watched for every example that I put in here. And what I'm talking about is preconditioning. So preconditioning is huge when it comes to marketing, and especially when you have a 2 to 4 day gap in between like somebody's appointment, right? So typically this happens after a key action is taken, and that key action, what it looked like on there was probably like a lead form or maybe like a, a interest form. That's something that's on their website or whatnot, but that can happen after somebody books a call or any type of key action inside of your business where someone is raising their hand and say, hey, I am interested in this product or service that you are currently selling. In this case, we are using the tinting business as an example, but what I'm going to be talking about, you literally just plug and play for your specific product, your specific service, and it'll literally work. So the tinting industry, right? This person booked an appointment, he confirmed it, and he even got the make, the model, and the year of the car. And that's amazing because that allows us to do contextual marketing. But I'm going to keep it super, super, super simple for you guys, because this concept alone is going to increase AOV, which means more money inside of your business. So let's go into it. That preconditioning, as you know, is what allows the human beings to make decisions. Every single decision that we have inside of our brain is preconditioned, whether you believe it or not. What we hear, what we see, all influences our decisions on a day-to-day basis. What type of drink I actually decide to consume on a day-to-day basis, what type of phone I decide to have, what type of water I decide to drink, right? That's all conditioned on the people that we talk to, the content that we see, and, the things that we read, right? So preconditioning is going to help us make those decisions, and how we're going to use that to our advantage for our business is literally by sending out contextual marketing to our leads. So this guy, he booked an appointment for a tint, and there's 2 to 4 day gap, right? 2 to 4 day gap. During that time, we will send him contextual marketing. Contextual marketing in two forms. And you need to do both. Number 1 is email, and number 2 is content. And this content can be whatever form that your specific demographic lives on the most. So it could be TikTok, Facebook, IG, YouTube, LinkedIn, and I guess anything else that I'm missing. I don't think so. But number 1 would be email, right? So you would send about upwards of 6 emails a day, as little as 3 emails a day. Start off with 3, go up to 6, but if you see your open rate diminish, just bring it back down. And what's going to be included in these emails for this specific business, I would literally just do stuff about the certain types of tint. So ceramic, right? Like heat protection, PPF. I don't know if that's an actual type of tint. Like privacy, 5% versus 10%, right? General FAQ, what to expect on the day of the appointment. This one's really, really good as well too, and I highly recommend to do it, is you'll love X feature, right? Whether that be like a money back guarantee, MBG, whether if it's like a specific type of material that you use or a specific type of process where the customer can genuinely care about and wrap their head around and be like, okay, this makes sense for me, right? So these emails, they're going to be contextual to what the lead signed up for, right? So if they signed up for a tint service, you're only going to send them contextual marketing about tint service, right? Makes sense? Tint service marketing. There we go. And make sure that it's actually good stuff, not just like, oh, these are the general questions that, people ask us. Like, no, your whole goal is to get a higher average order value from these customers, so you need to put some time and effort into it, right? But you make the higher service feel like they need it, right? So if you think about the main reasons why people want tint, right, it's probably privacy, to reduce heat in the car, right? Reduce heat. And I don't know, probably for looks. That's what I would say is like the third one. And you would also back that up with like longevity. Older people love to hear like, oh my God, the longevity of this film is much more than a standard film, right? So that's how you could upsell somebody on that or get a higher average order value, but they need to be educated. That's the whole point of these contextual marketing systems, is in order for your lead to spend more money with you, they need to understand before they come. Because if you just leave them there 2 to 4 days and you only have your reminders, that's very, very standard, and you don't do anything else, then you have no chance of getting a higher average order value. And then when the customer comes in, it feels like you're trying to sell them on a higher tier package of whatever your product or service is. In this case, it's a tint. You don't want the customer to feel like they're being sold in person. You want them to be preconditioned to make that decision on their own. And that's why we do that, right? So you guys get the emails. Now let's talk about the content. So wherever your lead lives, right, demographic lives, that's where you're going to put the content at. So content, so this could be, on IG, on, Facebook, on YouTube. So that way, once they get off that appointment with you, that, hey, thanks for booking the call, see you then, whatever, blah, 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 that confirmation call, whenever they open up their Facebook on their free time, on their Instagram on their free time, they're going to see you. And it's not going to be like, hey, thanks for booking your tinting service, or, you know, hey, thanks for, you know, scheduling XYZ. No, just literally content. That's it, about tints. You're like, okay, so today we're wrapping this, you know, Audi, because the dude did an Audi. That would be insane. Imagine he posted a content like that, and then everyone that did an Audi service, you're like, okay, today we're booking an Audi for a, you know, 5% ceramic tint, and this is the benefits of this ceramic tint. This guy really wanted to be heat protected and make sure that, you know, he stays cool inside of his car because it gets really hot in our location where we're at or whatever, or he wants super privacy, and this is going to be the best thing. Like, if you go in, you can't see anything on the outside, but on the inside you still have full visibility, right? Or let's say if you have you're hard of seeing or whatever it is, right? You will leverage content to educate your customers to be able to increase their average order value. So that's the whole point of preconditioning, the preconditioning sequences using contextual marketing, is putting content, email, and videos in front of your leads, so that way they feel like they're making their own decision once they come in for your appointment, or once they show up on your call, to, yeah, that sounds like what I want. And you, as the business owner, you're like, okay, cool. If that's what you want, I got you, man. No worries. And they don't feel like they're being sold, because this is just content. You're not being salesy through this stuff. You're not being pushy at all. It's genuinely just content for them to consume and for them to be educated on the product or service that they're about to buy. So implement this preconditioning sequence, implement everything contextually, and your average order value will go up. Yeah, hope you enjoyed, and go make a lot more money.